Berlin. When Russia approached North Korea's Kim Jong-un for help in its war with Ukraine, he came with a huge shopping list that included 1 million rounds of artillery to fire at Ukrainian troops dug into trenches to the south and east, dozens of North Korea's newest, barely tested missiles. Now these weapons are beginning to appear, deeply worrying US and European officials, who say they fear the North's munitions could be important on the battlefield at a moment of great vulnerability for Ukraine. While many of the North Korean artillery shells turned out to be useless, they do give the Russians something to shoot at Ukrainian forces, rationing their own dwindling supplies. European countries have promised Ukraine a massive supply, but for now they appear to have only collected about 300,000 artillery shells. But it is missiles that are causing the most concern. From Pentagon to NATO headquarters in Brussels, a number of officials in interviews said they feared the Russians hoped to use missiles to defeat Western air defenses. While the number of missiles transferred so far is small, probably fewer than 50, American and European officials believe many more could be coming. And unlike artillery shells, North Korea isn't sending out its old equipment. An analysis by Conflict Armament Research, an organization that documents weapons used in Russia's war in Ukraine, showed that the designs of the missiles supplied to Russia were newer. U.S. officials say the missiles have proven to be as accurate as Russia's OWN-made equipment. U.S. officials said 3 barrages of North Korean-made missiles targeted Ukrainian positions over the new year, and they believe more were used on the battlefield on Sunday. In South Korea, officials and analysts say Ukraine war gives the North something it desperately needs: a testing ground to see how its new missile arsenal, designed for conflict with South Korea and United States, fares against Western-designed air defense systems. Its pivot to North Korea as it nears second anniversary of the war reflects Russia's struggle to keep up with pace at which both sides are depleting their weapons stockpiles. Russia has also turned to Iran for drones and is reportedly seeking Iranian missiles as well, but there is no evidence it has received them yet. The majority of missiles fired at Ukraine are still produced in Russia, but U.S. officials have said Ukraine may be forced to fire its valuable air defense systems if North Korea increases its supply, a development that could be devastating for Ukraine if additional military funding is not approved by Congress. The imports particularly alarmed leading members of NATO. These members declined to speak publicly but say they are concerned that giving North Korean weapons could be particularly problematic at a time when it is unclear when or from whom Ukraine will receive its next arms. For now, air defense is handling it. Last Tuesday, Gen. Christopher Cavoli, top U.S. commander,